Whether you're learning photography, creative writing, or something entirely different, keeping track of what you're learning doesn't have to feel overwhelming. Let me show you how my Forever Notes framework for Apple Notes can make the process easier and maybe even a little bit more enjoyable. Today, I'll show you how to create notes that will help remember your knowledge better, how to capture, organize, and connect your notes on the skills you're learning, and how to review what you've learned. A huge thank you to Skillshare, the sponsor of today's video. If you haven't heard of Forever Notes, I suggest checking out my introduction video first. Learning a new skill can happen in so many ways. You might dive into a great book, binge watch tutorials, or take an online course. But one thing I've learned is that taking notes can make all the difference. It's not just about writing things down, it's about actively engaging with what you're learning, organizing it in a way that makes sense to you, and revisiting it to make it stick. For example, when I started learning about meditation, I took notes on the different meditation methods and their benefits. These notes didn't just help me remember techniques, they gave me clarity about what I was practicing and eventually what worked for me. The process of writing things down made the whole experience more meaningful and intense. While I'm demonstrating the method on the Mac today, everything works exactly the same way on iPhone and iPad. Having a go-to note is key when you're learning something new. The best place to create it is in your home note. If you don't have a home note set up yet, don't worry. I've got a video to walk you through it step by step. Here's how to get started. On your home note, create a new note in your project section by typing two greater than signs. Title it something specific like Photography 101 course or the name of the skill you're learning. Add a tag like #course to keep it organized. You can give it a tag of #learning or anything that makes sense to you as well. More about setting up a complete learning system later on. Link back to your home and other relevant hubs like your personal growth hub. Maybe add a cover image to differentiate your note visually. This gives you a solid starting point and ensures your learning stays organized from day one. While learning, whether it's reading, watching a course, or listening to a lecture, we might just lean back, consume, and hope to retain what we learned. But in my experience, that rarely works. So I suggest jotting down your thoughts without worrying about perfection while you're learning about your new skill. We will organize these later. In your notes, simply create a list of key takeaways, terms, or concepts about the subject. Remember, we use a dash for these kinds of notes. By making note-taking a habit during learning, you'll strengthen your brain's ability to retain and connect information. Writing things down actually helps encode knowledge into your long-term memory and builds pathways for better understanding. And speaking of learning new skills, there's an incredible platform that can help you master almost anything you want to learn. Let me tell you about the sponsor of today's video who's making continuous learning more accessible than ever, Skillshare. I've been using Skillshare to sharpen my writing skills, especially for the Forever Notes project. Writing more than ever these past few months has shown me how much room there is to grow, and Skillshare has been a game changer. Skillshare is an amazing online learning platform with thousands of classes led by industry experts. Whether you're into writing, journaling, productivity, or exploring a new creative passion, Skillshare is something for you. One class I loved is Creative Nonfiction by Susan Orlean. Susan shares how to turn ordinary subjects into captivating stories and emphasizes curiosity and revision as essential tools for writers. If you're interested, now's the perfect time to try it out. The first 500 people to use my link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Get started today. Thanks so much to Skillshare. While text forms the foundation of our notes, enriching them with multimedia can transform your learning experience. Adding visuals and audio makes complex concepts easier to understand and remember. Here's how you can enhance your notes. Record a lecture that Apple automatically transcribes into text. Capture diagrams and illustrations with your camera. Add screenshots of important visual content. Drag and drop PDFs, documents, and images. Create custom drawings and sketches on iPad or iPhone. Here's a little tip. If you go to View, Attachment View, set All to Small, It allows multiple images to appear as thumbnails side by side. Remember, quality over quantity. Focus on capturing the key concepts that will help you understand and retain the material. This multimedia approach makes your notes both more effective and engaging. Let's talk about bringing structure to your notes. A well-organized system is essential for effective learning. Here's how to create a clear structure in Apple Notes. Write descriptive titles that are easy to search and reference later. For example, instead of Chapter 1, use Camera Basics. Create hierarchy using headings and subheadings to organize your content by topics. You can simply collapse them when needed. Use formatting tools strategically, for example, bold for key concepts, italics for definitions, highlights for important takeaways. Add visual dividers to separate major sections by typing 6 dashes. These help break up your content and make it easier to scan. This structured approach not only makes your notes easier to navigate, but also helps reinforce your learning process. When learning complex topics, you might find that a single note becomes difficult to manage. This is where nested notes come in handy. They help you break down complex subjects into manageable pieces. Here's a simple process to create nested notes. Select the content you want to break out and create a new note using 2 double greater than signs. Give the new note a clear descriptive title. Add relevant tags, for example, hashtag course notes for organization. Create a backlink to your main note for easy navigation. This system ensures your notes remain organized and accessible while maintaining clear connections between related topics. In the Forever Note system, links are the foundation of an organized and interconnected note-taking experience. There are 3 central types of links that work together to create a seamless experience. Navigational links create the vertical structure of your notes, allowing movement between different levels of your note hierarchy. They connect your home note, course note, and related subnotes. Knowledge links create horizontal connections between related topics. They help you connect ideas that naturally belong together. External links complete your note system by connecting to outside resources. By thoughtfully implementing these 3 types of links, you create a rich network of information where everything is connected. This interconnected structure makes reviewing and understanding your learning materials more intuitive, allowing you to quickly navigate between related notes while maintaining a clear organizational structure. Are your notes getting pretty long? Let's summarize them. The key to creating effective summaries is to write them in your own words. This helps your brain process and retain the information better than using AI tools. Summarize for key takeaways, big ideas, or practical tips. Format the text using monostyle text to visually distinguish your summaries. These summaries not only help you reinforce your learning, but also serve as a quick reference guide when you need to refresh your memory. Knowledge tends to fade without regular practice. Let's set up a simple review system to keep what you learn fresh and accessible. Here's how to make reviewing a natural part of your learning process. Add checklists within your notes to track exercises and practice sessions. Use the tag #review to quickly access materials that need revisiting. Link Apple Notes with Apple Reminders to schedule regular review sessions. By making review a habit, you'll transform temporary knowledge into lasting understanding. If you're someone who's constantly learning new things, you'll want a dedicated system to keep everything organized. Here's a simple but powerful setup I recommend. Add a learning section to your home note and list all your current courses. You can also create a dedicated courses collection using a smart folder that automatically gathers all your notes tagged with #course. This streamlined approach keeps all your learning materials in one easily accessible place. It makes it simple to track your progress and refer back to previous insights whenever needed. While we focused on skill learning today, this framework is incredibly versatile and works well for all kinds of digital note-taking needs. I share tips and tricks about different ways to use Forever Notes in my email newsletter. Sign up on my website. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss my next video. Thank you and happy note-taking, everyone.